Hello, my Sagittarius lovelies. Welcome to your mid-August reading. My name is Natasha, also known as Nourish Natasha. We're going to get right on into it. Don't forget to check your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I'm actually Sagittarius Rising. Remember that some of this might be for you, some of it might be for another Sagittarius. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. We're going to get right into this, do a past, present, and future for mid-August. I am filming these intentionally with the new moon in Leo. So in honor of that new moon in Leo, I want you to drop your manifestations in the comments. Claim it, whatever you're manifesting, your goals, your wishes, your dreams. Drop it in the comments, claim it for this new moon in Leo. I'm filming these readings very intentionally under the new moon in Leo. I'm a Leo moon, so you know. But I'm gonna tell you a little bit about what's happening astrologically for the month of August while we shuffle the deck for past. So we started August with a full moon, supermoon in Aquarius. We have our mid-month new moon, this new moon in Leo, and then we're ending August with another full moon in Pisces, a blue moon. Once in a blue moon, you know? It's where we have 2 full moons in a month, so very potent month. We also have a gajillion retrogrades happening. But in honor of the blue moon, I'm offering 22% off with the code Blue Moon of everything I offer. So if you want a personal reading, you want any of my witchcraft and wellness courses, ebooks, all that jazz, use code Blue Moon. All the links for everything will be in the description box. And we're gonna get on into this. So what was happening for Sagittarius in the recent past? What was going on? Oh my goodness. Recent past. Hanged Man. Yes, indeedy. Stuck. Being stuck. But vibing. Look at how he's like laying there with his arms behind his head. He's like, you know what? That's the thing about the Hanged Man, is you're stuck for a reason. And you just, you have to accept it and maybe change your perspective if you ever want to hope to get out of that energy. This is also associated with Pisces. Might be Pisces you're dealing with, but the Hanged Man again is like, you are stuck in this position. You are stuck wherever you are for a reason. It's the cocoon before the butterfly, right? The caterpillar goes into that cocoon and is stuck there until it turns to goo and eventually comes out a butterfly. You were in your cocoon phase, right? And while you were there, what were you doing? We got the High Priestess, the King of Wands, and Judgment. King of Wands, King of Fire, definitely Sagittarius energy. Judgment, King of Wands, High Priestess. You were focusing on your intuition. You know, you might have been stuck, but you were like, I'm gonna be productive at least while I'm here. I'm gonna work on my intuition. I'm gonna trust my gut. Maybe your gut was saying, yes, you need to stay stuck for a little bit. And so you're like, all right, I'm gonna trust myself. You know, trust that not everything has to happen at once. Trust that I don't need to be aggressively moving forward right now. And I'm gonna work on maybe a passion project. King of Wands, I'm gonna focus on my passion, what lights my fire. Maybe do some work on that while I'm kind of stuck. And Judgment, a reckoning, an ascension. I would say is the coming out of the Hanged Man, is passing the test. I always think of Judgment as that scene in The Lord of the Rings. They used to scare the bejesus out of me as a kid, where Galadriel goes all like demony and is like, rah, instead of a Dark Lord, you will have a queen. I know, I'm a giant nerd. But anyways, she ends up having passed the test, right? She says, I passed the test. She didn't take the ring. She passed the test. And she gets to go into the West or whatever. That's you coming out of this Hanged Man, is you passed the test, right? You passed the work that you had to get done in that Hanged Man energy. What else is happening in the recent past? Sorry, I communicate mostly in pop culture references when it comes to tarot, and when it honestly comes to anything in life. I was also listening to the Ambient Worlds for Minas Morgul today, so I have Lord of the Rings on the brain. It's fine. Yeah, we have the Emperor and the Page of Swords here. Boss level, up leveling. You can see this Page of Swords is really cool. It reminds me of Luke. Again, here I go with the fucking pop culture references. I can't stop myself. It reminds me of Luke Skywalker with his lightsaber on like the poster. But it's a new adventure, a new way of thinking around kind of being a boss. The Emperor could also be an Aries, but I think you're coming out of that Hanged Man, like the Page of Swords with that sword, like haha, charging forward into your new boss energy. Yes, absolutely. And what are we moving into? The Ten of Cups. That's what we're trying to get to. Ten of Cups is fortune after difficulty, emotional fulfillment, that rainbow in the sky. The wish has come true, and now it's a wish come true for you and your family and your friends, and it's a long-term wish come true, emotional fulfillment. That's what we're working on. That's what we're charging towards, right? As I feel like I'm hearing we hit the ground running, right? After coming out of that Hanged Man, hit the ground running, you're like, I'm full speed ahead into 10 of Cups. I'm hearing that. I've been, in every single one of these readings, I've been like channeling songs for some reason. I'm hearing Don't Stop Me Now by Queen. So go listen to that. What's happening in the present for Sagittarius? What does Sagittarius need to do in the present? What they need to hear in the present? Honestly, I think that Queen song is a very Sagittarius song. Don't Stop Me Now. You know. Trust the process. That's what you need to do right now, Sagittarius, in the present. You need to trust the process. Because you're not there yet. You're not at that 10 of Cups yet. We want to be there. It takes time. You have to trust the process. And it's like putting together something, right? This person's putting together like a castle. It's like putting together IKEA furniture. Ugh. Would rather die, you know? But in that time, you can find the little moments that the universe sends you. This is life is beautiful, life is meaningful. It's little love notes from the universe that reminds you that you're on the right track, that reminds you that life is beautiful and life is meaningful. Look at this, we have butterfly dreams. I've already mentioned butterflies many times here with the cocoon and the caterpillar, and here we are. Look, there's the cocoon, there's the caterpillar going into the cocoon, becoming a butterfly. This is what you need to focus on in the present, is that transformation, that evolution, that process, because it is a process. And that is my favorite card in this oracle deck, and I'll say it a million times. If you've watched me, I've said it before. It says it in that description of that card. The car that was once a poster on your wall is now in your garage, and my dream car is now sitting in my garage. And for a while I was like, okay, I got the dream car, now what? I only move forward when I have a carrot, I like to say, in front of my face, like I have to dangle a carrot, like in Mulan, where the little doggy, she puts the carrot on him so he runs around. I have to have that in front of me or else I'm not moving forward. So I pretty much got everything that I wanted. Like, I accomplished all my goals and I got my dream car, and then I was like, okay, now what? And that was, I feel like, the Hanged Man period for me, where I was like, all right, now I'm stuck because I don't know what to do. You need to put something in front of you to dream for, to go after. And once you've done that, you go for another thing, right? No dream is too impossible. Let your edges be liquid. This is a card of going with the flow. Like, again, trusting the process. Kind of like, you don't have to have that thing now, that like car or the house or the whatever. Yes, set that goal, but allow yourself to kind of allow the path that you take to get there. You can't control that. This card says esse quam videre. I'm probably saying that wrong. It's Latin. It's the North Carolina state motto, which means to be rather than to seem. So it's like, instead of like pretending that you have it, or like maybe in the past it was like wasn't real, it's like you want to be real. You actually want to have that thing now, or you want to, again, to be it rather than to seem it. You want to be the real version of that, maybe highest self version of you. What else is going on? Yeah, we have carefree timelessness. You know, right now in the present, you're being asked to just kind of vibe, which is great for Sagittarius, you know what? But it's to work on that process of to be rather than to seem. That's what you're kind of being asked to do right now, is bring it into reality after kind of being, it was more so in like the headspace and in like the potential future. You need to bring those dreams, wishes, goals into reality. That's what you should be working on. But not, you know, we can't just hyper fixate on that, right? We have to still go with the flow. I just pulled aggressively hydrate. Yes, you have to still kind of go with the flow, take care of yourself. But you can also enjoy those small little moments. Yeah, if there's any warning here, we have love and hate and light and shadow. They know not what they do, and no vacancy. Love and hate, light and shadow is a card of reminding us that we all have a shadow self. We cannot ignore it. We cannot pull that lever on ourselves where the dumpster fire comes down on our head, because it will lead to no vacancy, having no space for anything. You cannot ignore your shadow and be the one like pulling the lever on yourself, literally, is what's kind of, you know, this, it says they know not what they do. It could be referring to another person, but I think this is you, Sagittarius. ignoring your unhealthy coping mechanisms, ignoring your devil kind of energy, that maybe those things that you shouldn't be doing, that are keeping you from your goals, you can't pull that lever because it's not going to lead to anywhere good, right? You need to be focusing on trusting the process, not getting distracted by the shadow self. And you know, we have to accept our shadow self, but actually, I just realized that acceptance is the answer, I think, is right at the bottom of the deck. Yeah. You need to accept your shadow self so you don't keep falling into the deep pit of despair that is the shadow self. There has to be balance there. And that's, if anything is keeping you from the process and those butterfly dreams, it's the shadow self running rampant. And what you resist persists. It's running rampant because you're ignoring it. All right, future. Oof. As I was saying all this, confirmed, we have the Devil, the Seven of Swords, and the Five of Wands. Stop lying to yourself, Sagittarius, about that shadow self. That's the devil, lying, fighting. The shadow self of Sagittarius, and I say this with love because Sagittarius rising is the chaos, is the like, for me, for example, when I freak out, when I'm going through it, I'm like, I'm gonna move. It's a Sagittarius of the situation. I'm gonna like move to a new state. I'm gonna start over. I'm gonna like take a vacation. No. And I tried to do that this year. I was like panicking and things weren't going well. And I was like, I'm just gonna move to Salem. I'm just gonna sell everything I own. I'm gonna sell that dream car that I bought and I'm just gonna move to Salem. And of course I realized that was in fact ridiculous, and I can still move to Salem next year, which is what I'm doing, but I had to like get out of that devil energy and stop lying to myself and like stop with the chaos. So, you know, Three of Cups instead. You can have fun here. You can go out with your friends and celebrate here. Again, that life is beautiful, life is meaningful, carefree timelessness. Go have a good time. Don't panic and go completely, you know, just off the deep end. You can have those moments of fun and spontaneity, but just on a smaller scale, not a panicky scale, you know? Again, love you. Self-call out, Sagittarius. Two of Cups. Yeah, focus on like the fun, flirty partners, friends, just like soft, sweet love, maybe even filling your own cup, you know? Because if you don't, you're going to get burnt out, my friend. 10 of Wands. You're just going to walk yourself straight into burnout. That no vacancy that I was talking about, that dumpster fire. Like, you're going to walk yourself straight into that. Yeah, you need to Wheel of Fortune. Try the opposite. To have something you've never had, you have to do something you've never done. New cycle. And this is also a good sign of a new cycle coming in the future. Again, we just have to, Page of Pentacles, take it slow, be a student, no sudden moves, like move slowly with intention, which I know is very hard for a Sagittarius. But look, we have the Lovers. Fill your own cup. We also have the Two of Cups here. This is also Two of Cups and the Lovers. Great sign of perhaps a soulmate coming in or partnership. Here's that Page of Swords again. And did we have it? We didn't have the King of Pentacles last time. Now we have the Page of Swords and the King of Pentacles. What was I saying about bringing it into reality? We have the King of Wands in the past with the Page of Swords. That was the like thought of, I have this new passion project, this new thing. Now we have bringing it into reality with the King of Pentacles in the future. Bringing forth that new adventure, that new passion project, but in the real physical realm. Pentacles is the physical, the material. And there's our victory. Six of Wands, card of victory. So, you know what you need to do, Sagittarius? And literally as I'm saying that, I was like, I'm going to pull another card. There's you. By the way, this is your card, Sagittarius. Temperance. And I've always been like, why does this card represent Sagittarius? Because it's like the least Sagittarius card ever. It's literally about moderation and peace and balance and harmony. This is the antidote for Sagittarius energy, is the balance and the peace and the harmony and the moderation and the like chilling and taking it easy. So, again, not trying to drag you, maybe a little bit. Last thing we're gonna do is I have this nifty deck that is like a magic 8-ball, as in it answers questions, mostly yes or no questions, but there's other answers in here. So I want you to think of a yes or no question. I have to give this disclaimer every time I've filmed all these readings. I've had to disclaimer this with, this deck can be a little aggressive sometimes and straight up tell you no. And I don't want you to get discouraged, you know, but sometimes we need to hear no, sometimes we need to hear yes. I want you to think of this as like flipping a coin. What matters more is how you feel about the answers and your intuition than what the answers actually are. So, you know, if you get a no and you're like, you know, very disappointed by that, and you know that that wasn't the right answer, sometimes flipping that coin can make you get to the right answer with regardless of what the outcome of the coin flip is. I can't make this up, y'all. It literally says chill out. Chill out, Sagittarius. You don't have to do everything everywhere all at once. You don't have to be all over the place and like pew, 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 pew. Chill. Because it's on its way to you. That's what it says. It's on its way to you. You just gotta calm down for like 5 seconds. Again, calling myself out with this one. You gotta chill. Because it's already on the way. By all means, yes. Literally, you're getting the green light, Sagittarius. This card literally says, by all means, yes. You, like, it's coming. It's coming. It's already on the way. And I think you want it now. We want it now. It's my money and I need it now, right? But that's not how the universe works. It's not how manifestation works. Like, chill. You know, and I'm not a toxic positivity girly. I hate, like, when you're, like, freaking out and someone just tells you to relax. I'm like... As a person with anxiety, don't say that. But I mean this in the most loving way possible. Chill. It's already on its way to you, and you already have a yes. So you don't have to like be all over the place and panic and go just take that massive leap right now. You can take it slow because it's already coming. Trust the process. And I will leave it at that, my friends. Don't forget to check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus. If you want a personal reading, book it with code Blue Moon. Just a little bit of shameless self-promotion here. I just came out with this nifty moon magic journal. If you like to work with the moon phases, I printed a copy out for myself. It's actually a digital journal that you can print out or do it digitally. But I like the concept of a printable one because you can print it out. You can do it every month. You can print out a new one every month and work with every single moon phase, not just the new moon and full moon, but the waning, the waxing, the crescents. There's spells, there's tarot stuff. It is part of the Blue Moon sale, so grab yours. I'm also doing another round of my business coaching program, Nourish Your Business. If you want to start a small business, if you want to learn the ins and outs of social media, do what I do, come join us. It's going to be my last round of the year. I'm very excited. I love helping people open their small businesses, especially witchy businesses. Yeah, I think that's it. I feel like I'm ranting a lot, but I hope this resonated, Sagittarius. Don't forget to drop your manifestations in the comments for that Leo new moon. I also have a full free yoga class and tarot reading for the new moon in Leo on my page, so I will stop ranting at you. I hope you have a wonderful new moon, and I'll see you next time.